What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Friday, December 10th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, only place you get updates to my sims as we get closer to lock. Let me know in the comments section who is your favorite and least favorite of my contenders for today's slate. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $25 on your first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Luka Doncic, Gordon Hayward, Josh Giddey, Kevin Huerter, and PJ Washington on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In first at number 5, I'm going to Harrison Barnes. He is small forward, power forward eligible, 6K, projected for 33. The goal is 40.5. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. I got him in for 34 minutes. I think 36 is reasonable. 0.98 fantasy points per minute in this spot. 21% usage this season. 18 points, almost 8 boards, 3 assists, and a stock. But a pace up spot against Charlotte, and a depleted Charlotte team at that. The Kings gained 2.6 possessions over their average. So that's basically like a free fantasy point for Harrison Barnes just from this matchup. He gets the MPE, small forward and power forward. What's not to like? Staying in the same game, switching teams, number 4, Kelly Oubre, shooting guard, small forward eligible. Price is all the way up to $7,400, but he's playing 40 minutes a game. Almost 39 fantasy points is the projection. 46.5 points is the goal. 19% odds of being in the optimal lineup. I gave him 38 minutes here just in case this one turns squirrely, but 40 to 42 is certainly reasonable. It's basically a fantasy point per minute guy. 21.5 points, almost 8 boards, 2 assists, a stock and a half. No, 2 stocks actually. A steal and a half plus almost a block. Same benefit for the Hornets here. 2.2 possessions over their average. That's like a free fantasy point just by being in this matchup. This one's going to be a track meet. There are tons of minutes to go around. Oubre's looking pretty darn good. In at number 3, I'm going to Malcolm Brogdon. He is point guard, shooting guard eligible. 7,400, projected for 41, goals 46.5. He's in the optimal lineup 19% of the time. In a competitive game, Malcolm Brogdon's going to play 36 minutes at around 1.1 fantasy points per minute. In for 21.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, almost 7 assists, a stock. Now this one is a pace down spot against Dallas. They lose 2 possessions under their average. So we're talking about losing a fantasy point here in that rate from Malcolm Brogdon. But I don't think it matters all that much. 7,400 is just slightly underpriced for what Malcolm Brogdon does while he's out on the floor and how much he plays. Back to Charlotte at number 2 for small forward eligible Miles Bridges, 8,400, projected for 45.5 fantasy points. The goal's 51. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. I gave him 39 minutes. He is more than likely to play 39 or more. 40 is certainly on the table. 1.1 fantasy points per minute, 22.5 points, almost 10 boards. So we're talking about close to a double-double right out of the gate. 4 assists, a steal, a block. Same great matchup against Sacramento. By the way, no Rashawn Holmes, so that's even sort of better for the Hornets. You got to have a lot of that game. Bridges in at number 2, but he's not the best option in that game, and it's not even close. Before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, and then hop into the comment section. Let me know who your favorite and least favorite contenders are, and then head on over to No House Advantage. Use the promo code Awesemo and get up to $25 on that deposit. Number 1 by a mile today is Cody Martin. He is point guard, shooting guard eligible, just 5K. I've got him projected for 36. The goal is 36. He's in the optimal lineup 47% of the time. Martin's been playing 40 minutes a game with all of these guys out for COVID. I got him in for 38.95 fantasy points per minute in this spot because the pace up spot bumps up his normal rates. 15% usage, nothing crazy. 13 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. So a little bit of everything. He can get there in more than one way. Plus 2.5 stocks. That's pretty important too. Cody Martin for 5K is just not correctly priced. The ownership is already there, but it's well-deserved given how many minutes these Hornets guys are playing. Cody Martin's the number 1 contender. I'm not sure it can change today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Friday, December 10th. DraftKings version of this video is around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck on it tonight, everybody. Win some money. We'll be back again Monday morning for another edition of the Contenders.